up? I'm live. And it's a Wednesday, so it's Pokemon. Although it's Pokemon that we haven't seen in a while. Yay? I don't know, some people might be tired of seeing this, but you won't stop seeing it until I'm done. Which, ain't gonna be tonight, that's for sure. Not a chance. Like, literally impossible to finish it by the end of tonight because there's just too much to do. I'm of course referring to the Pokemon Legends Arceus, or Arceus if you prefer, Professor Oak challenge that I started. When was it? February 28th, I think? Of last year? 2024? Yeah, it's been ongoing for a while. But, I mean, I'm to Area 2, and I think as it gets later into the game, it might get a bit easier in some ways. Just consider, there's 242 Pokemon in the game, 240 that we actually care about, because Pokemon obtained through outside methods, involving other saves, don't count. 2 of them are only available through having save data for 2 other games, so that technically falls into that category of being from other games or being available through other games or whatever. So I'll do them at the end, but to start, they're not counted. So 240, but only 224 are non-legendary. And we're up to, oh boy, I don't even know where. 140, basically, as it stands. So we're decent way into the decks. Sure, Geeson. I'll take your word for the fact that it's dex entry number 91 because I don't have them all memorized, but yeah, that sounds about right. I can see it being around 90, yeah. What I know of the Gen 1 decks. Just look at something real quick. I'm gonna pull my keyboard forward. Okay. Fun 91 facts, and that one came up. Fair enough. Here's a fun fact that has nothing to do with 91. I switched my monitor input without using the joystick. I've talked about this before, but the joystick on it is kind of broken. The bit of plastic that I interact with, not the actual module on the motherboard or daughter board. That module, that input, is actually fine. It's just the bit of plastic in between. Evil. I can either go up and down with it, or I can go side to side with it. And it really only wants to do up and down because it doesn't like to sit properly going side to side. I don't know. It broke in such a way that it no longer stays in place, and 2 of the inputs are, one of the input axes essentially, is dead. It can work, but it falls off very easily. I haven't gotten it fixed yet because, well, if I fix it myself, Gigabyte will void my warranty, and well, if the display fails again, reminder, this is a replacement display. As long as it does it within 2.5 years, so within about a year of now, it's fine by me. I can make do with this control stick, plus the software to control it over USB is good enough. Fair enough, Evil. Yeah. I kind of want this display to fail in the next year, so I can get another new display. Although I'm not paying the fucking shipping this time, Gigabyte. I did it the first time. I'm not doing it the second time. Anyway, shall we actually get into the Pokemon stuffs? This is my first time streaming it with the new setup, so hopefully everything works. Oh yeah, there's a new update to coincide with some of the Switch 2 stuff. Obviously, that doesn't actually start until, you know, June when the Switch 2 releases, so I'm just going to ignore it, and we want that account. Also, if you hear anything in the background, the air conditioner is on for the moment. I'll be turning it off eventually, but that's making noise in the background. Right, Evil? Well, hopefully the Switch 2 is highly exploitable. Yeah, exploitable. On release, because the Switch 1 was. It'd be nice. I'm gonna run over here and check to see if Ginter has anything. Right, that's your name? Yeah. Smoke bombs. Not really what I want, but I'll take them. I'm kind of good on money. Yay. I have 13 scatterbangs that I eventually need to use. If you can get a Switch 2. Well, I can't get one because I can't fucking afford it at the moment. Okay. And immediately we're just not going to either area specifically because there's no outbreaks. I need an Abra outbreak because I actually need to scare off 5 Abra with a scatterbang. I'm pretty sure Abra outbreaks exist. They certainly do later on in the game. But I want one now so I don't have to waste 5 scatterbangs because Abra spawning near each other is not the most common thing, especially not now. Got plenty to do. I will point out, this is not where you see it. No. That one. You'll note, we are just under 800 points from reaching the next rank. And that's part of why I wanted to stream this tonight, because I hope to get the 800 points required. It should absolutely be doable. But I hope to get this done tonight so I can hit being a 10th star member on stream and then just do whatever off stream if I can get myself to do it. Yeah, fair enough, Evil. 3DS launch was particularly not great. What do I have to do with Ghastly? It's probably like moves. Defeat with Ghost type and Astonish. I don't have a Ghost type on me. Let me look at Discord real quick. Of course, that's not where I wanted it to be. Ice, ice. Baby? Okay, I don't need Glaceon in my party, so let me go grab a Ghost type and then I can go beat up some Ghastly. Yeah, shinies, pages and pages of shinies. How the hell do I have this all organized? I don't even remember. Better yet, who needs to use Ghost type moves? That's the real question. Venoshock is not a Ghost type move. Shadow Ball? I need to use it 70 times after. I need to use Agile style move 70 times? Okay. Astonish is, but it's Astonish. I'd rather Shadow Ball. Besides, I need to use Shadow Ball a lot more than I need to use Astonish. I found a book called How to Solve 50% of Your Problems. So you bought 2 books. Yeah, haha, very funny, Gason. Why do I even bother reading out his puns? 47, 27. Well, obviously I'm going to use level 47 alpha. Do I even have any more in here? I doubt it. I'm going to put Glaceon in its own box, I guess. Appropriate reaction, Evil. Good, you do know Shadow Ball. That would have been annoying otherwise. Just pause for a second while I get through this. I think Thunder Punch is there because it's an alpha. I changed the red Pokemon, maybe? I don't know what I changed there. It didn't reduce the accuracy. That said, it's still 70%. Two birds with one stone, right? Yeah, that is definitely not the right Pokemon I want. It's kind of slow, honestly. So I need to defeat Ghastly 25 times, 20 of which need to be with Ghost-type moves, and it's becoming daytime already. Yeah, whatever, Paris. And I need to have Gengar use Hypnosis 25 times, Shadow Ball 70 times, and 70 Agile style moves. In case you didn't see that before. Well, 4 before the sun rises isn't terrible, I guess. Maybe I can get 5? Barely. Alright, that's some progress. Carnivine, I think, needs flying type moves, so I'll also switch you out for something. Yep, thank you. Actually, yeah. Flying type moves, Togetic needs Air Slash, I guess. Do I have any of them that are of reasonable level, though? And what do I replace them with? 32 and 36. Okay. I only need one with fire type moves. And Roserade can do poison, so I think I'll forego Skuntank for the moment. But if I get an outbreak in the Fieldlands, I'm gonna need Skuntank back. Because the one Pokemon that I have to kill with fire type moves is Steelix. And they only spawn in distortions in the Fieldlands. And I know I just ran straight past the Carnivine and it's raining. Female Alpha. Pikachu there. Well, that was interesting. Sure. I am not going to be able to keep up with all these. Whoop. Okay. Should be able to jump that gap easily. Nothing over here of interest. There's nothing in the ruins at this stage because I haven't caught all of the unknown, and I won't until I get to the Icelands, which is a long ways off. Kind of annoying that that is such a low PP move, but oh well. Psyduck isn't normally aggressive, but it does get aggressive when you attack other Pokemon around it. What exactly am I not done with you on? Moves. It's always the moves. Always the moves. Cool. Yeah, 48. I wish that that was how many I've knocked out. No, 15. Then you, I believe, I need to knock out with ground-type moves? Progunk, Psychic. Oh. Psychic. Turns out I should have stayed on Togetic. Nice aim game. Yeah, now it's gonna attack because I gave it that chance. Yeah? Yeah? Sure you want to run away from me like that? Dumbass. Be plenty more around here. Somewhere. I honestly can't wait to be done with this challenge, as far off as it still is. That's a Paris. Probably. I mean, I'd rather not go at all. I'd rather just be done with it. Oh good, I'm full up on them. Oh, was it a Badoo? Yeah, that makes sense too. I mean, there's a B-Barrel in the background, but that wouldn't have used a powder move. I love how you can't get back strikes off the water like that. Doesn't matter massively so, but it's still annoying. But yeah, thank you, Weather Changing, for respawning them all. Halfway on Psychic type defeats, and then a quarter of the way on general defeats. We are definitely going to hit 60,000 though if I just keep doing things. Obviously. Yes, I know. That's a very obvious statement. If I keep doing things to make the points go up, the points will go up. But no, like, I mean, we'll hit 60,000 by the end of tonight at this rate. No problem. And I haven't even gotten that far away from the entrance to this area, so... is to the face more than to the back of the head, so, well. $15, not terrible. Let's see, who else? Nobody that I'll find around here. Why am I going up here? I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know. Also, just run up that slope instead of jumping up it like I always used to do. If I remember correctly, I have to do this. Yep. In other news, air makes you not die. Very true. Oh, that's apparently much higher. Makes sense. Why would I ever note things down when I should? To be fair, if the moves increment, but don't update the points necessarily, like... Where? That was one of those situations where I was giving an input, but because I swung the camera around, it reversed the input on me, and... yeah. Give me a break, game. Don't put me right on the fucking edge. Christ. Okay, back to Krogunk. Yeah, that's definitely a Badoo. $174. No, I don't need that many. Did I miss any? No, not over there. You dumbass. Good enough. Really? Why? I'm so much higher level. What a jerk. Is it necessary? No, but I'm doing it anyway. Right. You can't roll in water. Alright, one more and I'm done with specifically psychic type moves. Which means I can conserve them and use them on its evolution instead. Toxicroak, in case that's not obvious. When in doubt, brute force it, right? I should be moving on from this area, but again, the weather changed. They all respawned. I might as well take advantage of it. Yeah, sure. Neutral effectiveness, but it'll do the job, and that's all that matters. A Ralts? We got a Ralts. Excellent. I don't want to do it, but I have to do it. See? The game even says so. Are there actually Digimon that evolve, or whatever the term might be for them, 50 times? That's ridiculous if so. I don't think this... this could be a... I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this can spawn Pachirisu. Or if it's only around the corner there where they start spawning. Okay. I mean, if you're just there, you know. How can I refuse? Carnivine. There we go. $25 times for defeating it, both in general and with moves. Yanma needs... Yanma's on the list. Yanma needs rock. And then Yanmega needs flying. Single Digimon can digivolve into several different options, which have, by extension, several of their own digivolution. Those are words. Stop turning, you little shit. The number of Digimon, then realize there's like 10 babies. Uh-huh. I mean, it's 100% accurate. And it does the job. All that I care is that it does the job. I pressed up instead of down. Did the job, so again, doesn't matter. You know, at some point here, I'm just gonna stop keeping track of all this shit because it's just too much. Where the hell are you? There it is. Could I be using Hippopotas or Hippowdon? Using a ground type move that it might need to use? Possibly. But I'm already all the way over here. One of these days you're gonna buy me Cyber Sleuth so I have to care? I'd rather you didn't. Buy me something useful if you're gonna waste your money on me. It's not as though I've never seen Digimon at all. You know, there was a TV show, I remember. Saw a tiny bit of it. The story games are the most Pokemon ones. But it's not Pokemon. And I've got enough Pokemon shit on my plate at the moment anyway. Nice crit. Gengar. Just means you have time. I mean, you're not wrong. Alternatively, you have time to do nothing. I mean, Evil, really, the solution here is that I just need one of those people that has way too much fucking money for their own good to find my stream and decide that, yeah, you know what, this is a good spot to do that. This is a good spot to waste money. Has yet to happen, unfortunately for me. Probably never will happen, but it'd be nice. This isn't a complaint per se, but the largest tip I've received, single tip, is below $200. Nowhere near 1,000. But again, I'm not complaining about people's generosity. Alright, air conditioning, you just cycled off, since stay off. I think that's that. Okay. A lot of nothing worth my time at the moment. Oh. Made it without having to swim up on the edge. How nice. Arceus is down by the Alpha, so apparently not get a backstrike. I'm just gonna be over here. Oh, you're literally right here. I'm just gonna do that. So this is in a completely different part of the sheet. And it's raining, so the spawns have respawned. You wanna put a better exhaust system on your vehicle, please? That is obnoxious. Fine. Of course, maybe it was a motorcycle. Maybe that's why it was so obnoxiously loud. Oh, you can have motorcycles that are quieter than that. Haunter. I don't need to defeat at all, so there's no reason to do anything with them. Yeah, that's a fair point, Evil. Please hit the damn Pokemon. Let me put it to you this way. I know they're over half a mile away at this point, and I can still hear them. Just gives you an idea how loud that vehicle is. Whatever it is. Oh, I've wandered over here. I tend to loop around, so I'm going to avoid the Alpha. And yeah, I have kind of given up on keeping track of every little thing in the spreadsheet. Just hold on a second, Carnivine. What? Game. When I'm lined up for a backstrike, give me a backstrike. Nonsense. Hey, kiosk. Yeah, just air slash it. I could do agile style, but like, just... it doesn't matter that much at this point. Good. It has been a while, Kiosk, and it doesn't go very fast, that's for sure. Third time's the charm. It is going, though. And, yeah, that was inevitable. Anybody else have a ghost-type move? No. The biggest thing is that I'm approaching the final rank in the game, and I want to get that done on stream. Also, yeah, I can revive the Pokemon and bring it back all in the same turn. That's fine. Out of 20 on the defeats with Ghost-type moves, though. Unfortunately... Fortunately, that's it for Ghastly for the moment. Were you Psychic? Yes. Somehow I've defeated 17 with Psychic-type moves, apparently. Can you not do that, please? Bastard. Dumbass. Still need to defeat these guys, so might as well. How much does Night Slash do? Enough. Oh, that was 30 out of 40. That was not far enough around. That's fine. Can you not be an asshole? Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna do it in battle. And the health level doesn't honestly matter because... oh, it's gonna die regardless. Yeah, it's that stupid that it forgot I was right behind it. Can't really do anything extra. So I might as well go all in. It's not gonna do it. I'm gonna have to revive again. Because of course I won't get the double stun. Only one turn. Did you really need to do agile style there? Going down regardless. Now, how do I get it back into battle? I mean, I can try switching it in, but I'm not guaranteed to be able to move. Okay. That only sometimes works. Wrong menu. Maybe if I switch in Roserade? which is apparently level 70. And it started raining. I guess I'll just switch around until I can get a clean switch in. Give me a break, game. If I switch to... I was gonna say, it's just gonna kill it immediately. Game! Please don't catch it. It probably will catch it, just as a side note, but please don't catch it. God damn it. What a pain in the ass. All that for nothing. Because I couldn't cleanly get Togekiss back in. What a nuisance. Could have been a backstrike. Nobody invited you. All because I didn't get the backstrike. Carnivine's just like, I want in on this. Give me a break, game. Okay. That's 3 in a row, game. Finally. I'll Roserade back up in case I need it. Yeah, much easier to defeat the non-alpha. Uh-huh. Stupidity all around on that. But that's just how this game works sometimes. Why didn't you turn around? Psyduck, maybe a Golduck up there. I'm ignoring them because they were in the first area. And I don't believe Golduck is on the defeat list. No. Why am I wasting a flying type move on you? Whatever. Mildly surprised there's not been a distortion that spawned yet, but at the same time I've spent so much time in battles. Kinda makes sense. Alright, well. That's good at least. So you were at 25 and 20. You're at 34 at this point. Oh good, the weather changed again. Guess what respawned? Everything but the alpha. To be fair, this is exactly what I need to be doing, is just taking advantage of the respawns to keep murderizing the Pokémon. Turned around, what a jerk. That's not menacing or anything. We should be just about done with Carnivine, I think. One more. Just finish Carnivine off completely. Who invited you? Literally nobody. Jackass. So many of the little fuckers just hanging around. Honestly, great. These little assholes just walking around like that. Again, with the turnaround at the last second. Oh, don't get involved. I don't care about the other one of you. Look, I'm running away because I literally do not care. That is definitely one nice thing about this game. Just don't want to be in a battle? Run away. Run away from it. Shiny Carp. Let's see. So, Carnivine is done. 92. So, just moves to use there. Didn't want to skip ahead. Want to sync this up since I'm not reporting to the professor quite yet. Yeah, there was the one extra. Oh, Mud Bomb. That was actually a bit of Dex research. Cool. Toxicroak. 25 and 18. I still haven't defeated it completely. Okay. Good to know. Yanma. 4 and 2 is right. Yanmega I haven't touched yet. First ring is 1716. Okay. Where are you? There you are. Haven't used Fairy Wind at all, but that's 29 there and 3 there. Yeah, I stopped using agile style moves very quickly, didn't I? Gastly's 10 and 10. And Gengar is was off on the agile styles. Fair enough. And I think that's it. So we're not quite to 60,000 points yet, but it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. I just need to put the spreadsheet where I want it to be so that I remember that, hey, you still need to kill the toxic croaks. And then we go to not a Pokemon AFK scene. Yeah, as the bot said, it's time for a short break. I'm just going to take a few minutes to stand up, stretch, and get away from the computer for a little bit. During this time, I am going to run some ads. It's the only time during the stream that I run ads, besides the very beginning and end of the stream. Running ads now means that it will disable pre-rolls for the next hour, and I won't run any ads myself, so the next hour of gameplay will be completely ad-free. Just, you know, there's going to be ads now while literally nothing of importance is happening on the stream. That's the idea. Ads only when nothing is happening. Anyway, when I get back, we'll continue with the Dex research, and maybe eventually I'll actually get through this Mirelands visit. But Dex research is what's important in this challenge, so yeah. Anyway, Jeremy? Alrighty, I am back. I just noticed that Geeson found a button. Just noticed. I actually noticed it as I was going on break, but about 20 minutes ago, Geeson found a button, except I didn't see it in my chat. Let me just look real quick. Yeah, everything is good. I think the recent update is, well, it made changes because Twitch is making changes, and as a result, I no longer see point redemptions in chat. I did notice that with the hydrates. They don't seem to come through anymore either. Well, that's great. Thanks, Twitch, for breaking things, as you always tend to do. Loud bass and a car driving by. Alright, let's get back to the gameplay, shall we? No, I do not want to start a fucking system update while I'm in the middle of playing a goddamn game. Nintendo. Can you fucking not? Christ. You. Are you gonna do anything? Or are you just gonna sit there? No, I think he's in like a semi-bug state where he's aggroed but just not doing anything. He? She? She. Well, that's amusing. As soon as I move, it fixes the stalemate. Wasn't there another... Yeah. Want Toxicroak specifically, not Croagunk. Unfortunately, I still need one more. That would be Zen Headbutt. And yeah, I'm not seeing another one spawn. I see a few Golduck, but that's not helpful. Alright, well at least I'm done defeating most of them. Carnivine, I don't feel like scrolling. What were you at? Done. Thought so. The alpha is done as well, has been for a while now. What about Gumi? Defeated plenty of times, it's catching that's the issue. That was quite the leap. Yeah, plenty times defeated. I didn't quite get far enough away. I think that's too far away on that Gumi, but I could be wrong. I want to try it. You're looking away. Why in the fuck are you all the way over here? What? Extremely fucking rude, game. You were underwater, which is rather annoying. Hopefully they were caught without being noticed. Okay. Of course. Damn it! They never stay in. Anyway, it's nighttime now, so let's go do other things. And I'm specifically going back this way, because maybe there'll be a Toxicroak again? Or, you know, more Ghastly. That works too. Easy. Why? Why do you insist on being a pain in the ass? Typical. Really? I mean, it was half health, but really? Yeah, I'd rather they stay in sync. Ghastly, at level 21, it's not gonna do that much to Machamp. Turns out I need to use a Lepa Berry anyway. Honestly, that is a lot more concerning than the damage the Ghastly's outputting otherwise. Alright, fine. Not quite full health, but that's fine. There we go. Seems to have no effect. Yeah, I wonder why that is. Oh goody, the alpha is back. Son of a bitch. Nope, not gonna bother. Yeah, don't care about you. I strayed too far from the battle, huh? Piss off, you stupid Krogunk. Alright, well, we're leaving over here. At least I got up that quickly. Because that doesn't usually happen. Rock type. I should actually visit the base and heal. Because, you know, that makes sense. Yeah, and I'll update your entry later. Just a little while, otherwise it disrupts the timer for distortions. I don't want to do that now, do I? I do still need Porygons to spawn. Evil, you can't keep saying ass crotch, apparently. It wasn't even just crotch that time, it was ass crotch. course, anybody that doesn't have context of the chat's gonna be like, what? Even chat told you. Really? I mean, I can get why it's saying that, but at the same time, like, context, you know? Don't say I'm too far away. Is this an Aceto Corsama? Be one hell of a mod, I'm not gonna lie. Just, like, completely rewrite the game from the ground up to be something completely different from what it normally is. Okay. Kinda in a corner there, Golem. Foot is just completely underground there. Two of them. Both of them. This emulate? No, this is on real hardware. Actual Switch. To be fair, I don't know if you can actually get into the home screen in an emulator, because I've never done it. I don't have a way to dump my game files, and Nintendo also doesn't like emulators existing. Dickwads. Well, this is on genuine hardware, just using a capture card. Thought it was like a game that came out in like 2000. No, it came out in 2022. Yep, it's been around for 3 years. The fog is deep. Okay, well I don't need rock type moves specifically anymore, so that's good. I've never played Breath of the Wild myself. Let me go get another Ghastly before they all disappear. I've never played any of the Switch Zelda titles. In fact, pretty much all I own for the Switch is Pokémon games. To be fair, I'm low on money, so tight budget. I stick to the thing that I primarily want to play. Oh, you re-switched to nothing? I mean, yeah, not a bad use for it, especially if you're like upgrading or something. Or if you just don't play it, that's also a fair reason to do it. I don't think my half-sister would be very happy if I tried to gift her son my Switch, but also I don't have reason to give mine away. Can I attack? Thank you. 100% accuracy, folks. Welcome to Fog. Just don't do anything. Circle everything to check for shinies. And then beat up the bear. You know, I always forget that SnowRunner is on the Switch because, like, why is it on the Switch? But it works, I guess. The game is kind of built around a controller, I guess, so that works. Forgot you owned it until recently. Yeah, I can't say the same about my consoles, but then again, that's just the way I am. I know exactly where mine are. Most of them are on the bookshelf behind me collecting dust. PS5? Yeah, I wouldn't mind a PS5 myself at some point. Though I said the same thing about the PS4. That never happened. Beyond the budgetary constraints, the other issue with me getting any console that isn't a Switch 2 at this point is, what am I going to play on it? Xbox is out of the question because PC. But, yeah, I don't know. PlayStation has Gran Turismo series, maybe. Some of what GT7 has to deal with, all these online nonsense that I think is still there. It might not be, hopefully. Yeah. Demon Souls and Bloodborne. Fair enough. Not really my sort of game. Alright, well, I guess that's done. Just moves and evolution now. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Let me look at Discord, because that's where I have things. Carnivine is, I believe, done. Krogunk, Toxicroak are done. Yanma is done. I no longer need... No, I need rock-type move for Murkrow. Hello. Have I ever had that happen on stream? I'm not sure that I have. I've had that happen before, although I've actually been within the circle. But yeah, they can literally just pop up right beside you like that. I guess we're not going anywhere. Fortunately, this one should very much form quickly. You can see it's already a quarter of the way there. So that's exciting. Yeah, well the problem is it going to be a Switch title or is it going to be a Switch 2 title? Maybe if you're lucky it's both. It's Switch 2. Yeah, there you go. So, Switch ain't going to do you any good. I'm gonna approve your message, but, yeah, it got blocked for a reason, mind you. Pokemon aggroing unnecessarily. I think I can get up there through somewhere over here. Yeah, it's already forming. And nothing spawns up here, because of course not. Oh, give me a break. Nothing I care about. Game, are you gonna give me something other than just regular old Porygons when they eventually start spawning? Ow. Could do with Porygon Z. should have looked that way to get them to spawn over there. Oh well. Still have not gotten a single special spawn to appear. I'm not walking that close to the outer edge. Oh, there's one. And an Umbreon, which is nice. Don't have anything to do with Umbreon, though. That was a Moonstone. Another nugget. Porygon. I think that's most of the stuff. And then the third one is a Porygon. Alright, I need to get to a patch of grass without Porygon noticing me, and we're good. So now, basically, what I need is a Snorlax to appear, and then immediately lay down to sleep. If that doesn't happen, then... well, that just is unfortunate. The reason I need that to happen is because it's Dex research for Snorlax. You need to catch it while it's sleeping, and this is the only way to get a Snorlax that will actually sleep. At least at this point in the game. Another male? Oh, sure. No sleeping. It'll disappear in a second. See? Hey. Lay down. Lay down. Bastard. Lay down. That would literally be perfect. Back facing me and it doesn't lay down to sleep. Yep. Someday it'll happen. Someday. May literally just need to camp out in the Mirelands and just wait for it to happen, but someday it will happen, because otherwise I kind of can't move on with the game, because that's part of the challenge. Had to make this as difficult for myself as possible. For some stupid reason. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that had happened, Evil. Because it's the exact sort of thing that would happen. Ground type moves. Technically, I could sleep to any point in the day, because the timers just reset anyway. Yeah. So 25 defeats with ground type moves, 40 in general. So I would need a number of weather resets and a couple of Lepa berries in order to actually make that happen. Fortunately, I already had 3 by the looks of it. Knockouts. So that's 3 less that I have to do, but none of them were with ground type moves. And of course, if you get an angle like that, you're effectively doing a butt strike instead of a back strike. Skuntank as well. Funnily enough, Skuntank is only 25 of each. Stunky gives a Pecha Berry. Not sure what to do with that information. Yeah, Skuntank is 25 of each versus this is 40 general, 25 ground. But just the alpha? Whoa! Taste of nostalgia. Neat! Yeah, there's usually primarily Hippopotas and Hippowdon in this corner. But there was a Stunky. Otherwise it's chocolate water. Well, I mean, yeah, what did you expect? There's the other one that I saw. You know, I really wasn't expecting to take this long in the Mirelands, but that's just the sort of night that it is, you know? Just doing the easy stuff that's readily available. Because, I mean, let's be real. As repetitive as this is, would you rather see this while I'm actively running around, or would you rather see me using moves while I'm actively roaming around? Because at least with this, I'm changing up what I'm doing depending on what Pokemon I'm dealing with. Versus moves, I would generally focus on one at a time. What are we up to now? Go away. We are within 250 points of the final rank. Very nice. I'm not sure how much Skuntank actually spawns around here, especially before defeating the Noble. After defeating the Noble, it probably spawns a lot more readily. But before then, I'm not sure. Another Pecha Berry. Obviously, the Alpha doesn't respawn immediately. Generally takes a while. And it appears that I've wiped out the local Stunky population, at least down here in the boggy area. Because there's some up here. Game. The one in the background sitting down. See if the one in the background reacts to this battle. It did. What a shame. One off of halfway for general defeats on Stunky. Just to double check, yes, you were completed. Angela, I believe, is good as it is, minus moves. Yeah. Moves, in my opinion, are the most tedious things. And yes, there was an evolution there as well, I did see that. But yeah, moves are just tedious, especially because of the healing aspect. And in my opinion, it's even more tedious because here I get to move around the entirety of this area doing, you know, defeating different Pokemon. If I'm using moves, I'm pretty much just moving around a small portion of the fieldlands because that's where the weakest Pokemon are that are just easy to defeat. I am going to need to figure out how best to get the rest of the points, though, because I do want to hit 60,000 points tonight. We're already halfway through the stream. And don't get me wrong, I mean, gained over 500 points, I think? It's also going to get harder and harder as I do all these different defeats, you know? Oh, give me a break. I know it's 70%, but come on. Thanks for the research, Ghastly. Appreciate it. I need to see Ghastly use Astonish after all. Also, yeah, that is about a 70... No, that was 1 in 3, sorry. Not 2 in 3. 70% chance to miss, not hit. You know, game, I really hate it when you do that. Just take a little bit of damage going around the Pokemon and then I can't dismount. And then when I finally do dismount, it won't focus on the Pokemon. Every time. There's a Stunky back here. Again, a female Hippowdon as well. I don't think we're going to get up to the Murkrows before they spawn. Okay, nice weather. I don't think we're getting another Distortion before I leave this area. Unless I get very lucky and it just doesn't try to roll while this weather is in effect. As a reminder, thunderstorms, or, you know, heavy rain, whatever this is. I think it's supposed to be a thunderstorm, though, even if there is no thunder. They block the spawning of distortions. Not only that, if a distortion tries to spawn, it resets the timer on it. So if you were actually going to get a distortion to appear, it doesn't. Really great, that. Haunter that I just have to ignore. %, accuracy thus far since the last time I healed. More dex research, I won't complain on that front. But maybe I had another Ghastly in there, I don't remember. By the way, the effective accuracy of what I'm hitting versus what I'm not is not 70%. And I know that's how it works, but it's still frustrating. Because as usual, accuracy in the Pokemon games, if it ain't 100%, it may as well be 20. Come on, I need 2 more, game. Two more spawns. There's one. I think there's another on the other side. Nice. Still need 12 more general defeats. Doesn't have to be with ground type moves though. Not anymore. Dynamic Punch and Zap Cannon feel like they hit more than Thunder and Hydro Pump. Yeah, that sounds about right. Which is amusing. Not in a good way though. Amusing for the wrong reason. It is starting to get light again, so I'm just gonna make a beeline for probably Honchkrow. Taking Tree all the way up here is guaranteed to be Burmy. You went the wrong side, you asshole. Whatever, that's fine. Can you not set up? Please don't kill it with the Jagged Splinters. Okay, we're good. Shoutouts to abilities like No Guard. Hell yeah! Tried. Granted, I might try and get nowhere, but we're trying. No Guard D-Punch Machamp, let's go. No Guard Fissure Machamp. Oh wait, that's illegal. Literally illegal, they won't let us have it. Here, Gengar is a bloody glass cannon. How about you take it out? It's a glass cannon and yet you still can't kill it. Really? I don't believe so, Evil. Like, in theory, it's possible, but I believe every single time that you should be able to do it, they've somehow negated it. So, like, you can get Fissure Machamp. Fuck you. You can get Fissure Machamp, I believe, in Gen 1, but getting it with no guard? Nope. Yeah, you would have to transfer from Virtual Console, but they have protections in place to prevent that exact sort of thing from happening. I don't remember exactly what they did, but I do recall that being a thing whereby you just can't get a Fissure Machamp with no guard. You can have one or the other, but not both. Yeah, that was probably why. Also, Fog could play into my hands, actually. That's, that could be useful. Well, not right this second, it's not. You don't have any... They're all attacking moves. Heal Golem. That's actually useful. Oh my god. The fog is deep! Yes, I'm aware that at this rate I probably could just switch in manually and get it, but at the same time, if I do that, it's going to immediately land the move no matter what. And forget about it at that point. Good. Alright. I hate fog. I really do. Sudowoodo hates water. What a surprise. Usually I try and sneakily catch them, but Sudowoodo is now taunting Samurott. There you are. Good. Ralts, if I remember correctly, is any move, and there's probably a couple of Ralts and Curlia up here. Obviously, I finished murdering Paris with fire back in the Fieldlands, because that's when I had to do it. Licky Licky is probably just moves. They won't see you if you just walk in their line of sight. Yeah, it is rather tiny, Samurott, isn't it? Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, Ralts and Curlia are any. And that's exactly why you backstrike it. Good. In case you're wondering, no, I don't feel great about murderizing all these Pokemon. I don't have a need to murder Ralts or Curlia. I haven't done anything wrong yet. Well, Curlia can be quite the pain in the ass, so I might take that back on Curlia specifically. Ralts, though, no problem with Ralts. I'm just doing what the Pokédex asks of me. That's all. Well, it's teleported, deserves it. Well, the problem is it teleported, so I couldn't pay it back for that. Its friends, on the other hand. Funny thing is, they all have respawned now, but... Oh. This button. Yeah, severe weather. Definitely not getting another distortion. Gumby is also present in the Fieldlands, so no reason to worry about it. Onyx I will check, but... Oh, I need to catch one more. Doomed its kin when I wanted one for Glade. Understandable. Nice. There you go. Just moves and an evolution. Which I have the steel coat for, I believe? I think I do. Alpha Carnivine I try and avoid because it's obnoxious. Not even scary, it's just obnoxious. I do like this wall here. Cliff face. Because if you get up that little bit, then just, yep. Skyrim horse your way the rest of the way up. Hold on. Mega was flying. Good, you're still alive. Damn it, Annie. I'll take that. Just money shifted bad. Oh dear. Here we go again. I think I've only ever money shifted a car once, and it was only barely, if at all. And that said the engine could take it, because it was an 8th gen Honda Civic, and the K20Z3 is a stupidly strong engine. Like in my experience, from what I've heard about it, it is so overbuilt for what it is. Red line's at 8,000 RPM, but... Oh, you want to take it up to 9,000 and beyond? No problem. Just do a little bit of light tuning and it'll do it. Engine's not the problem, the trans is. Well... there is that. Although the only issue I really had with the transmission in that is that it needed an oil change at one point. And you knew it needed an oil change because it wanted to stick in gear sometimes. And by that I mean you would like move the shifter over to put it in gear, but not actually put it in gear, and it would just stay there. Once the oil was changed though, it was fine. Alright, well the bot said it's time for a break, but I'm going to do a Pokédex check. Hold on. I still miss that car. Oh, do I not have that damn recipe yet? I, in fact, do not want to transfer that. Oh, that is transferable. That is not, though. Went from high from holy shit high. Well, maybe they're broken down on the side of the road now. Who knows? Now, I made sure to press the right button there, because if I press that one, I know $184,000 for Pokédollars for accepting everything. Actually, let me do this. 57 merit points. Oh boy. I caught 4 Pokemon, however. One of them I didn't even want to catch. 4, 3, 2, 1. I didn't get a lot of money for this. But the money wasn't the objective. Alright, this is going to take a second to go through, but that's fine. Most of it should be accurate. Or so, making sure that it is accurate in my spreadsheet. There we go. Helps to have it in the right order. Okay. Yeah, that one's correct. Just the one. And then Toxicroak has that complete. 4 and 1. Yep. Alt. 24, 11, 4. Curlia is 7, 2, 2, 1. Yanma is everything but the moves and evolution. Yanmega, I still need to catch 2 more. I don't think we're quite making it to 60,000 right now, but it's looking very good for doing it tonight. 28.25 as I expected, and that's plenty. It is 7, not 4. Minor difference. That's 22. Gumi, I'm not sure I updated. 13 does make a slight difference. 7 does not. Onyx is complete, which does make a bit of a difference. And 2, not that that makes a difference. The Widow, 15, 9, 4, 3. Poor thing needs to be defeated with water type moves. But it hates those. 33 and 3. Okay, Ghastly is 17, 17, 2. Needed 3. Oh, we are so close to hitting 60,000. Don't think Gengar and Hunchcrow are gonna do it, though. Oh, it is so bloody close. Oh. Oh, Honchcrow is fairy? Is it really? I have it noted down wrong then. No, I just misread it. Murkrow is rock. Oh well. That's fine. You know what? I'm gonna leave it. No, I'm not. Because it turns out that defeating Honchcrow once did it. Probably because of the newly completed entries. That's probably what did it. We shall stay here for a moment, just so I don't have to sit through that animation. Because it is time for a break, and hey look, it's raining. Yeah. No, I'm just going to take a few minutes, stand up, stretch, and get away from the computer for a little bit. During this time, I am going to run some ads. It's the only time during the stream I run ads, prevents pre-rolls for the next hour, and ensures gameplay is completely ad-free. The small cost of having ads now while nothing is happening. Can you tell I say that a lot? When I get back, we'll, I don't know, do something. I did a lot of Dex research, so maybe we'll just look around for shinies for the next hour. Got my Dex research done that I wanted to get done, at least. Beating Murkrow, or Honchcrow, was a good idea, even if I messed up the move that I needed. Anyway, hear me? Alrighty, I am back once again, and I'm honestly really glad that I was able to get to rank 10 before the end of tonight, and honestly before the end of the last hour. Because, yeah, I'm kind of out of different Pokemon to knock out. I just have to keep going, and one of the ones that I could knock out is Murkrow, except that requires waiting for the nighttime, which it's very much not at the moment. So yeah, even though I should have gone for Murkrow to get the extra dex points with the rock type move. Did I try flying? That's what I might have tried, actually. Either way. Instead of that, I went for the the Honchkrow, which, yeah. Let me just get research level 10 on that and get an extra 100 points. That'll do it. It's been a while since I've been in here for this purpose. But this is the last time. The last time I'll do this. You can see, 9-star member. Full star. 20 rare candies, 10 grit rocks. Neat. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Although Best Burb is just chilling there, and Nicole as well. Nothing of relevance, nothing of importance. Fuck you, Baggins. And, yeah, I guess we just do whatever now for the rest of the stream, because honestly, I've had enough of doing dex work for the night. No, nothing? Okay. Well, we go to the Fieldlands then, because I can do a run through there and maybe I'll find a shiny. Probably not. But that's where the chance is going to be best. Highest possible chance, because I have the most completed dex entries in this area. Which gives the highest shiny chance. No shiny charm, of course, because still progressing through the save. That's to be expected. After all, if I could get the shiny charm, I would probably be done with the save and I wouldn't be playing it anymore. Also a chance for random alphas going around here, though nothing showed up as of yet. Tiny Bidoof is your guess? Well, about that. We just passed the last of the majority of the Bidoof spawns. Also, I saw that blue back there. The plant or whatever behind the Mothim. Johnny Mothim is partially blue instead of orange. And someday that Heracross will shine. Someday. Ideally, someday. There are still some Bidoof to come across, but most of them have come and gone at this point. Doesn't sound like any shinies anywhere here, including up top, but I'll still go and check up there. Well, there was one right at the very top, apparently. Ain't either of you. Yep. There he is. Neat. So I got a shiny for the night at least. Because I can. Oh boy, what have I done? I somehow managed to enable scroll lock. Not caps lock. I would have disabled numlock, not enabled it. No, I somehow enabled scroll lock. Whee! Hi, how you doing? Been good? Can you not try and eat? Literally drowning, and you're just gonna immediately go in for a feast? I kinda wanna sit here and wait for the Golbat to spawn. Might be a couple of minutes. Couldn't be terribly long. We'll need to scatterbang some Abra. As a side note, this is how I recorded my AFK scenes. It's literally just set up shop somewhere. And, yeah, I used a rubber band to hold down the button, though. I didn't hold it manually like I am now. I actually have a few outtakes from when I was recording that, because it turns out the Stantler that were nearby kept finding me, and they were not happy about me being there. An alpha up here. Guaranteed alpha. All of these spawns could be alpha, but only 19 of them are guaranteed. And those are all the alpha spawns. You didn't know. Don't miss this one down here, it's easy to miss. It's in the corner. Any cherubby trees spawning? No? No? Okay, I don't actually need them to shake, fortunately, because literally all the Pokemon in here have their dex research as complete as it can be, at least as of leaving the Fieldlands. Abra, that's not true for, obviously, because I kind of need the jump over the alpha. Kind of need the Abras to be scatterbanged at some point. But again, I want an outbreak for that if I can get one. I'm holding off on completing that purposely. Otherwise, most of the dex research is done.
Floon. Like, I could just use the 2 that spawned there. I could do it in 3. You know. But if I can get away with using 1 less scatterbang, why wouldn't I? An outbreak would be perfect for that. Also, all the Bidoof are gone at this point, so, almost all the Bidoof are gone at this point. Thank you for proving me wrong immediately. So much for seeing one of them shiny. Game. Sure, I'll run around the circle, why not? Glad you don't have to spot the shinies in this game as much, because, yeah, trees. Gotta make it difficult. Sure, why not? Maybe I'll get a water stone. Nope. Two regular carp. Not shiny. I don't know if it would actually jingle from that distance, but I can tell you just from looking at its ears, it's not shiny. Because if it's further away, you actually could just hear it there. Yeah, if it's over on that side of its circle, you can just about see it up there. Now it's a bit more easy to see. Then the red ear, if you want to call it an ear. I think it's meant to be an ear. The red one is on the inside. And so when it flies past you, the one that's nearest to you would actually be blue. If it's the other way around, it's shiny. Another sparkly one, so sure, let's go for it, why not? Just clear this. 95, very nice. There's a chance I could have a shiny oh, look at that, you can see that from over here. Not that I can do anything about it. A Hisuian, quillfish out in the water, but they can be difficult to wrangle in, so I don't want to check. Yeah, obviously I can't get to that island without either flight or surfing, neither of which I have. Whee! You know, I skipped an entire part of checking things. I think I heard an alpha there, and I don't think it was the Luxray. I missed checking an entire part of the map. Let's check it now. Really tells you how long that it's been since I've properly done this. Don't even remember my normal route perfectly. There's an alpha nearby there, and I don't think it was the Cricketune. Guess you're not an alpha. That is an alpha, but it's not shiny, so I don't care. You want to disappear? You're not supposed to be here. It's light out. Sometime soon would be nice. Thank you. No red Gyarados. Yeah, the Parasect is here. Not a green deer. Looks like Machop is the only shiny I'm gonna walk away with from here, which is fine. That's still one more than I honestly expected to get. I'm not gonna complain about getting a shiny. No Fire Monkey. That was too late. If you time that right, you won't take damage until after you initiate a flight. Ah, that's what was an alpha. Oh, you too. Yeah, I did catch a Pokemon, didn't I? Turn to the village and hope that there's an outbreak somewhere, so that I have something else to do, other than just run around. Wow, game. Not wanting to play ball. By the way, just to give you an idea of how much work I still have to do to get out of this area. Currently just under 60,100 points in the Pokédex. If I remember correctly, which I might not be, but if I remember correctly, I need over 78,000 points? Could be as low as 72, but it's definitely above 70,000 points, so yeah. Far from done. That's a male. Far from done, but making more progress tonight than I have in months, so that's something. To be fair, the last time that I did anything in this game, I pretty much had to stop because I was getting so close to that 60,000 point mark, and thus full rank, which I didn't want to do off stream. And so that, plus wanting to give a week of spacing on whatever I do next after having completed the multi-game solo archipelago. This just made sense. Little bear! Got a lot of moves to use. But at least a lot of the defeats are done at this point. Had to move, didn't you? Bad choice for you, but thank you. Good choice for me. Where was that Ralts? There was definitely a Ralts up here. Was there not? Yeah, you sure do say that, don't you? You like saying that, even. Evil shush, don't remind me that that's the case. Yeah, see, I even landed in the water this time. The fact that I didn't do that last time is actually surprising. So you're done, and you are also done. Why are you all the way over here? Damn it. Ass wipes. Well, I had to try it. I wasn't going to be able to hit it unless I stood up, and even then it's a crapshoot. I'll be so glad when I don't have to make that fairly precise jump anymore. Granted, by the time that happens, I won't have to come here all that much anymore. Occasionally. But not often. Mostly to get alphas. I could beat up the Ursa Ring, but eh. Little bears. I should probably finish with Stunky. Just because, you know? I've only got 12 more to knock out, I think, so it's not that many. Where am I running? Hello? Sure. What a pain in the ass. Thought you were saying that towards me for a second, Evil. Like, what the hell did I do? I mean, you could still be saying it's both, but rather you not. They do stink after all. No, considering the way you are evil, no I don't. Let me just double check, make sure. Yes, also ground. Oh, there's another scun tank right over here. How nice. They're rarer spawns, so it's nice to see them. I'm not gonna focus on completing scun tank because they're rare spawns. Yeah, it is surprising, actually. Five more, and here's one of them. There's one literally right there. Didn't even realize until I just saw it done. I was gonna run off this way over here. And another scun tank spawn. I love to see it. Yeah, it's very true, Evil. Jerk. Yeah, it is a failing on your part. Yeah, I got nothing else to follow that up with. Yay, one more Pokemon removed from the list. Okay, now it's removed from the list. Here, I'm even gonna save the game to ensure that... Nice. To ensure that it can't crash on me and screw me up, though I'm not sure I've ever actually seen this game crash, on my console at least. I could be wrong. There's always a first for everything, but I don't think I've actually seen it crash. I'm not sure I've had Violet crash either, come to think of it. That's surprising, if so. Don't turn around, you jackass. The only fairy type move I have is Baby Doll Eyes, which is not helpful. I thought one of those Combee looked a little orange in the background, and no, I'm not referring to the Paris. Like, please, no. Okay. We've got a couple of minutes. But please change sooner. I'd like to knock out a couple of Murkrow. Is that one immediately next to me there? I just didn't notice it until I was already past it just about. No, I don't think it was. You gonna be like that? Coward. Yeah, you can see the Haunch Crow in the background fading out of existence. Two out of two? Fine by me. I'm out. Can't actually see because it spawned on top of that thing. Barely any time lost. Okay, we're good. No Spiritomb spawn because I haven't gotten that far in the game yet. Yeah, and until I get to the Icelands, I can't get Unknown or Spiritomb completed. It's a shame that there's no easy way to get to the other side of the river. Like, legitimately, this river is wide enough the entire way down that there's just no good spot to jump across it. So, in order to get over there, I legitimately have to go around. If anybody knows anything otherwise, please tell me. That said, I don't mind checking this because one, shinies, and two, there can be X research to be had, but not so much at this point. Not so much. Check the spawns over here to make sure they're not shiny. Come on. A Haunter down there. Pachirisu, Togepi, and Haunter. Doesn't quite seem right. Hold on. And Mega is flying type moves. Why do you have to rotate after I've already thrown the damn ball? Overkill much? Fine. I think I need to catch it still, so I'll just catch it instead. I said I'll just catch it instead. Game, I would appreciate your cooperation right about now. Okay. I guess it did use a strong style move, didn't it? Woohoo. Also, Grotle spawning at this point in the game is a lie. Don't believe anybody. Even if they tell you it can spawn, don't believe them. Literally never fucking spawns. Can you not? You literally broke out of the best ball I could get you in. Okay, maybe not actually best. No, it is a Gigaton. It literally is the best ball I could use in that situation. What an asshole. Doesn't have to be discreetly, it just has to be. There we go. Game is being uncooperative. Oh my god, stop jumping me to the side, please. That's seriously that difficult. How much longer do we have to wait? Not much. And then once this is done, that's pretty much stream over. Get the satchel and call it a night. I've got a bit more Dex research to fill out in my spreadsheet. I guess that's the one nice thing about doing moves, is that I can just kind of... While doing only moves, is that I can do them all at once on a particular Pokemon, and I don't have to scroll back and forth in my spreadsheet a ton, which is what I have to do when defeating various Pokemon all at the same time. Bit annoying, that. Any moment now. You ever wondered if the game actually changes how much time you get to the circle you have to get to the circle? The change is based on how far away you are. If that wasn't proof, then I don't know what is. Because that gave me significantly more time than the one earlier that spawned literally right next to me. Yeah, hi guys. That's a Porygon. I.e. not what I want. Combi. Oh, it's a female Combi. Also Eevee, Drifblim, and Drifblim. They're the ones that spawned. On one hand, why couldn't that be a shiny? On the other hand, thanks for not giving me a shiny with 3 other Pokemon in the battle. Hello? Yeah, the Snorlax is never gonna sleep at this point, so that one's a lost cause. You're a jerk. Gun? Is there one there? I honestly hate this spot for these. It's so obnoxious to deal with. Missed. That is not what I wanted. Just all Porygon all the time. I have gotten Porygon 2 and Porygon Z before. They're just much rarer. I don't see anything over there. As long as the Porygon doesn't notice me, that's fine then. The same as before, I want to see a Snorlax settle down right in front of me and sleep. Preferably with its back facing me. Fuck you. It's right next to the Porygon, so we're just gonna have to deal with the sleeping noises forever. Not gonna stun it just for the Porygon to potentially see me. Also, because of how much time I spent exploring this circle, because of the awkward terrain, I might get one more set of spawns. Don't climb the trees, please. I just said do not climb the trees, please. Hey, hey. Oh. Oh, nice. And yeah, the sleeping Pokemon is gone, but it's still sleeping. That one apparently wasn't interested. Alright. Not good points from the Mirelands today. Organize the Pokemon, because I did catch something earlier. Well, multiple somethings, but one in particular. Yay! Don't need any of them. Also, that is a thunderstorm. Let's see. I want to sell those 3 things. 3, 4, 2. Not a Shinxline Trillion achievement. Don't remind me. That pays out decently. Yeah, 5,300 for 2 Pokemon because they're alphas. Plus 1 backstrike. Funnily enough, the backstrike didn't catch. The one that wasn't a backstrike did, though. Makes no sense. Alright, let's see. 106. So that's up to 15. And to 1, 0, 2, 1. Donkey is up to 40. And then Skuntank. I need to catch more of them, apparently. 5 and 5. Oh, if I had gotten one more, it would be an extra set of points. That's unfortunate. 3 more strong styles required, and then I'll be done with Skuntank outside of catching and defeating. Nice. I did have one on my party earlier in the night, if you remember that. 6-5. And then Murkrow. 2, 2. Not terrible, actually. Terrible at all. Got almost
300 points tonight? Yeah, okay, one of them was a newly completed dex entry, i.e. research level 10, but still. That's not bad. Also, the points align, 60,200. Yay, that means I did the math right. Alright, well. 169 hours, 27 minutes in, and I'm a full star member, but I only have 138 Pokemon registered, despite starting on February 28th of last year. Yep. To be fair, it's a long challenge, it's a very tedious challenge, and once it was determined it was going to be a full-length challenge, like, you know, do all of the dex research as fast as possible, or rather as soon as possible. Yeah, it was always going to take a while. It's taken a bit longer than is ideal, perhaps. Also, I see you over there. When was the last time I played Shield? Quite a while ago, probably. Anyway. End screen. And I am just going to flick my monitor back to the PC. Gonna change. There it goes. Took a few tries there. Yeah, that just lagged the stream out. What a surprise. Anyway. Next stream will be Friday. We will be doing Assetto. I know that says GTA 5 because that's not the next stream. That's the next stream, and it's Assetto, like I said. What are we going to be doing? Nothing that great. Nothing that great. It'll be a trash car test. Because maybe, possibly, the lag has been fixed. Hopefully not. But we need a bigger sample size to see. But the other thing that we'll be doing for sure is F3s at F3s at Miami. Again, you take that layout, you put it somewhere else with maybe a little bit of elevation change. It doesn't need a ton, just a little bit more. And you change that stupid fucking chicane to not be so shit. And it wouldn't be a bad track. But that chicane exists, and it's a parking lot tracker in a fucking football stadium. And it has a fake marina as well. You know, let's just pile on the stupidity, right? So, yeah. I mean, at least the F3s might be nice to drive. The car itself is nice to drive. Whether or not it's nice around that particular track. There's also a chance we might do a GT3 race afterwards, but I don't know. We'll see. You know how it is as of late, if you've been tuning in. EJ may or may not stick around for more than one race, and considering we'll be doing a trash car test, which won't be very long, but it will still be more time. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, that's it. You want to watch some ads and you're not a sub, stick around. If you don't want to watch some ads, subscribe, get Twitch Turbo, I guess. That's also an option. Or leave. Simple as that. Anyway, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully, we'll see you next time. Later.